What's going on, everybody? I hope you can hear me. I'm trying not to be very loud. It looks like I got night vision on me, but I swear it's not night vision. It is 5:15 in the morning, and we're on our way to, I think, the Greensboro, North Carolina area. And we're going to buy a car today. Yay! That's not beer. I swear that's not beer. Right along. There's very, very, very few things that get me up this early in the morning. It is 5:20 in the morning on Friday. Hurricane Sally went through yesterday, so we had a ton of flooding rain yesterday. Hopefully the day's clear today, but we are riding up into North Carolina. A friend of mine late yesterday evening sent me a link to for sale post on social media, and 9 times out of 10 when people send me these things, it's something I've seen, and I didn't catch this one, and I think it only been posted like 20 minutes maybe before he sent it to me. And there's a black 78, very, very reasonably priced. And I was like, well, okay, let me check this out. This is all the bells and whistles, all the check marks are being checked for this to be something I'm interested in. And so I click on the ad and I start looking through the pictures, and right off the bat I notice things like a gold-centered steering wheel. There's no drip rail moldings on this car. There's no chrome moldings on the side of the car, nothing around the perimeter, the top of the door, top of the fenders, top of the hood. Everything, excuse me, a little soda gassy this morning. Everything is pointing to this is a special edition car. And it's rough. I mean, it's rough. So I called the guy, and he's telling me this thing's been parked since 1984. It was parked. The guy just kind of got bored with it, threw a tarp on it, and left it, which is sad. But it looks, for a car that's been parked that long, it doesn't look terrible. So I've already put a deposit on this thing to hold it. I called the guy. We talked for about 15 minutes, and nice guy. He just wanted to talk. And I wanted to handle business. I was like, man, we need to get something done because I want to make sure I know if I drive this far, because you've been watching my videos, been burned a few times. I want to make sure this thing was going to be sitting there when I got there. So I called him. I got his PayPal. I sent him a deposit. He's holding the car for me until I get there. So go right along. It's a 78. Like I said, I am 99.999999999% sure this is a real Y82 Hurst T-top car. So, we're going to go check it out. It's dark. We'll wrap this up, and I'll come back to you when it's light outside, because you're probably getting tired of looking at like half of my face. We're both like half my face. That donut in my beard. Anyways, so been driving for almost 2 hours, just under 2 hours, and it's just now getting light outside. So I don't think that was going to be the case. The weird thing is when I left this morning, it was kind of warm, and I just wore a thin t-shirt and a pair of shorts, and man, it is getting cold quick. So I just had to turn the heat on in the truck. And my dumb butt should have put jeans on this morning. But anyways, stopped the top of the truck off with some gas. I got a donut, and there's probably still some more in my beard. Got a drink. hitting the interstate. I'm gonna try to get around Charlotte before weather gets terrible. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on going and get this done. I want to be back to the shop sometime after lunch, if possible. I don't want to be gone all day long. But yeah, let's go. Since I got in the truck this morning at 5 o'clock, and it's 9:15 now, and the sun's coming out. Still drizzling a little bit, sun's coming out. I do not like loading cars in the rain, so this might be a good sign. Gold bezel, look at that. Dash, the damn dash is nice in this thing. The rest of it's not. Poor car. Man, that car is rusty. But it's, from everything I'm looking at, a real Y82 special edition car, and it's another one of those classic cases that I see all the time where somebody parks one and just walks away from it and lets it sit there to rust to the ground. And that's what happens when you go knock on someone's door and you're like, hey, do you want to sell me your car? And they give you the classic, oh man, I'm gonna fix you up one of them days, man, or I'm gonna build me a race car, man. And they let them sit, and that's what happens to them. They rust to the ground, and they get to the point that when someone decides to finally let it go, there's either nothing left or there's almost nothing left, and that car is on the verge of not being restorable. But it is. I mean, it's like anything else. You want to throw money at it, you can save it. So, you know, I'm happy with it. I was hoping the car was going to be much better than what it is, but you know, I got all the way up here, and I'm right down the street from, if you watched my other video where I came up here to look at a 77 about a month ago, it's the buyer beware video. I'm like right down the street from where that car was. I wish I knew that car was here when I was here about a month back. I would have just brought this thing back with me then, but you know, whatever. But yeah, you know, if that car had not been a real SE, or I still up for the PHS documentation, and let's talk about PHS documentation. PHS documentation is the one saving grace that us Pontiac guys have, to where there's a gentleman by the name of Jim Madison, and Jim was a GM employee, and back when Pontiac purged all of the microfiche they kept every piece of information you could possibly think about for all of these cars, and they threw it in the garbage can, and they let him get everything out of the garbage can. So with PHS, which is Pontiac Historical Services, you can fax them the VIN number to a car that you think you might want to purchase, and they will run the VIN number and tell you everything you possibly need to know. So if somebody has a rare car or a high dollar car and they're claiming it's something, before you spend the money on it, get the PHS. It's like $100 for like what they call expedited, which is what I did on this one. Just to see, to confirm my suspicions that I'm pretty flippin' sure that's what that car is. But yeah, Pontiac Historical Services, man. It's, people cannot fake. If someone says they've got a 70 Ram Air 4 Trans Am and they want $250,000 for it, and you say, well, let me spend $100 before I spend $250,000 on a car, just to make sure that it's what they say it is. Which is the same thing I did for this car. You know, if that car wasn't what that car is, there's no way I would have bought it, because, you know, it's rough, but it's savable. So someone's got to save them. Might as well be classic Pontiac Rescue, right? You know, it is in the name. But I'm gonna go grab some lunch. I'm starving. I was trying to get video footage of the car while I was there, and it just kept trying to rain on me. So I got what I got. But I'm happy. There's worse ways to spend a Friday, that's for flipping dang sure. So let's go get some lunch. I'm hungry. So while I was eating lunch, I went ahead and sent off for the PHS documentation on the car, and I did the expedited service, and I've already got an email back from them, and it is exactly what I thought it was. So it is a Y82 Special Edition Bandit car, as people like to refer to them as. It is a W72 car, which means it had the higher compression, higher horsepower Pontiac 400, which is still in the car. So I haven't ran the VIN number on the block yet, but the block code is right. It's an X7, is an automatic 78 W72 400 Pontiac block, and that's what's in that car. So the odds of someone yanking the original one out and putting the exact same engine back in the car, I've never seen that happen. They always get something like a 455 out of a Bonneville or a Granville or something, or, you know, an earlier model 400 or something like that. So that's pretty safe to say. I'm 99% sure that's the original numbers matching driveline in that car. And the coolest thing about it is, I didn't even notice this. So I posted a picture of the documentation on social media. I'm not going to give them any free press. They don't pay me anything to say it. On social media, and a buddy of mine noticed that it is a super early build for 1978. The car was shipped September 27th, 1977. So that's one of the first SE cars for the 78 model year that they built. So it begs the question, do I keep it and save it and dump crazy amounts of money in it to make it what I know it can be? Or do I let somebody else do it? So, I don't know. Shoot, by the time I get this all edited and out there on YouTube and posted and everything, I might have sold the car already. I don't know. I like it. I'm glad I got up at 4:30 in the morning and drove all the way, 4.5 hours away to go look at it and pick it up and everything. The car is absolutely 100% worth saving. That is a high dollar car when it's done. It took a lot of money to get there, but it's a high dollar car when it's finished. For as rare as it is, and as optioned as it is, and as early of a build as it is, it's a pretty sweet car. So I don't know. I guess I'll make that call at some point, unless somebody else just has to have it. throws enough $100 bills at me. But I'm about 2 hours from the shop, so keep on driving. But I know my face doesn't show, but I'm pretty excited about it. So. We are back at the shop. It's been about a 12 or 13 hour drive all the way front to back. So we left out at about 5:15 this morning, drove 4.5 hours north, got there, saw exactly what I thought I was going to see, got the car purchased, got it on the trailer. The reverse lockout was doing its job, and even with the key turned, it would not release it. So I'm gonna have to find out what's going on. So long story short, thank the Lord, I've got a 20,000 pound winch on my trailer and pulled it up on the back of the trailer with the rear axle totally locked down on it. So somehow I gotta get the car off the trailer Monday morning, I guess. But successful ride. I hope you all liked the video. One of these rides, I'm going to be able to actually film getting there, and it's hopefully not going to be raining, because this is what, the third ride that we've done to get a car, and it's been pouring the rain. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned if you've been watching for the race car build, because I'm probably going to go to blah, blah, blah. I will probably be going to Nashville Monday to go get some suspension stuff for the car, and then I got to go to another part of Tennessee to get the transmission for the car. We're getting a brand new subframe for the car. It's got the coilover setup already hooked up on it and everything. I got to take that to the powder coater and get that done. We're going to build a race car along with buying these sweet old cars. And someone's calling us after hours because we're that cool. But like, subscribe. I'm going to go answer the phone. Y'all be good. Catch you on the next ride.